It's episode 1004. We talking about 1003. Got it wrong already. Okay, I'm not even drinking. It's episode 1003. We talking about 2 girls, 1 cup, corduroy pants, and if you want to know the worst shoes Jerry has ever owned, come on right now. Whiskey Brothers episode coming up next.
From Houston, Texas,
The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Just like that, we're in it. The 1000 and I don't even know how to say it anymore. The 1003rd.
Can we just start over? Just like 3?
Third. It is the 3rd episode of
1003.
The 1003.
That's how you say it.
There we go. 1003.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
You can do like the way the comic books do. Instead of the Amazing Whiskey Brothers, now it's the
the Spectacular Whiskey Brothers. I got you. That's very simple. Slade Ham, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson, Sam Damaris, a studio full of comedy and friends, and in back of house, Hilla Felice doing just us. That's what I said, friends.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm down to. I hate both of you guys. Hilla is covering in the back. Adam is out of town. Will is sick. We don't know where Pena's at. It's we're on his 4th string.
Yeah,
is awful. That's but we appreciate it. And does anybody want to work back of house?
Yeah.
She just quit. Cheers and thank you very much for coming in tonight. We have a lot to get to. We have shows coming up. I am in Vegas the 24th through the 27th. If you want to come out and see me, we are all collectively going to be at Duke's in Humble. April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Big date along with there's going to be some musicians out there and Outlaw Dave.
We gonna talk about that, right?
About the music?
I saw that motherfucking schedule.
Wait, there's a schedule?
Did y'all? No, y'all. I'm saying you saw the time on it. 4 to midnight.
Oh yeah, it's an evening.
It's an event, right? Okay.
Yeah. So you got Outlaw Dave's going to do a live radio broadcast out there. He'll be hosting the stage. You're going to have 2 musical performers, and then us, we're doing 2 hours. You know what I mean? So
okay, all right.
That's you backtrack it. All they got to do is kill 4 to 9. That's for an
all
hour.
right.
Ain't nobody gonna do anything but play house music, and then Dave will talk, and the musicians will play 60 minutes, and then blah blah blah. Eventually, we'll get up there and.
Okay.
Who knows? They'll be nice and drunk, and they'll be Jerry's people. We
Yeah.
got this. We're
Naked
to
with boots
We'll
on.
be naked with boots on.
Yeah.
So that's stuff we got to get to, and then we have a ton of prompts and things, stories, all of the above. So I relinquish control to someone. You were sending messages earlier, asking questions about advertising slogans that got you all worked up. What was the one that is it new and improved that has you all in a tizzy?
I just don't. That's one. It's not a tizzy. It's just I don't.
It looks tizzish. Man just set his hands down on the table. That's a tizzy, bro. That's how you come out of a tizzy.
You can't be new and improved.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
wait.
New.
You're either new or you're fucking improved.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
second.
If it's new, there's no improvement. It's the first of its kind.
Wait a second. They've been tricking me with this wordplay my whole life.
It's like
It's
Rob
old
in
and
the,
improved or new and
the
exact.
first annual. That
Right,
bullshit.
it's the inaugural. They do trick you like that.
But it's on almost every product, new and improved. Like, no, it's not.
Right.
You just lied to me right now.
Everything about it's a lie. It's the
Before
same.
we even got in this relationship, you lied to me.
The
You started
one,
off lying.
well, they do that when they say artisanal too, and I don't buy that shit. I don't even know if they're lying because nobody knows what it means.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just don't even know what that word
If you
means.
put boutique, artisanal,
Cuisine.
cuisine. You start French shit.
Organic's horse shit half the time.
Organic. What does that mean? What does
It
organic
means
mean?
you grew it in cow shit. That's it.
Without what does it mean? It's missing something, or it has something? It means actual cow shit.
There's no definition in marketing and for food label regulation for what organic has to be.
A little. So it can't, to my knowledge, and I only say this because I had to know this at one point for the honey company, and I remember we weren't able to put organic on it, but I don't remember why.
You're using pesticide.
No, it was fucking bees. I don't use pesticides on the bees. That would kill them. I don't know. It may be because I couldn't ensure that where they were getting their product from wasn't. Yeah, because you only talk to bees for so long.
Well, free range chicken is bullshit, right? Like just they have to have like a window.
Yeah.
And they can walk outside. So they're sitting there in this fucking barn, right? And then, like, this much of an area will be outside with a little fence there. And so since the chickens can go outside and they can see outside, they call that free-range chicken.
Wait, so they got, like, the smoking area at LAX and
Yep.
they're free-range
Yep.
chickens?
And
That's
that's
it.
free-range. That's all they have to slap the word free range.
All right, well, I'm gonna go back to buying regular tortured chickens
Yeah,
now.
fuck 'em.
That's a
Well, that's like when they're always grass-fed beef. Yeah, but, I mean, we gave a bunch of antibiotics, some other shit, but definitely was eating some grass earlier. didn't it?
grass. What else do they feed cows?
Grain.
Grain and fucking a lot of that stuff got animal byproducts.
Sometimes other cows.
Yeah.
That real
That's
cannibalism?
how, well, that's how
Mad cow.
That's how Mad
Cannibalism?
Cow.
Cannibal.
Cannibalism.
All right, that's the
That's how Mad Cow happened because they were
getting eaten and were
brain
pissed.
matter in their food
Oh.
that was carrying whatever that Crutchinson's gene is that causes that.
Yeah.
Crutchins. What?
Crutchinson, Crutchinson. It's some weird ass fucking name.
Is it new and improved?
Only in Australia?
Yeah. I think that
It
I
was
could side
organic.
with- Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it was organic. They were eating
Oh
organs.
yeah, that's thorough.
They were eating organs, so I mean that's
Thoroughbred.
Yeah, exactly.
The bacon I buy says gluten free on it, and that makes me laugh every fucking time. It
Explain
says
that,
gluten free on the label.
But hang on, you don't have
Well, I hope so.
Is this really good bacon? Because I would probably bounce from that bacon company on principle.
No, it's actually
you
cheap
put-
bacon.
Okay, but okay. There's a reason you buy it. That's not because if you just put gluten free on it, and I knew that all the other bacon was similarly priced,
It's just run of the mill Wright's bacon.
and
from
you just
H-E-B.
had some asshole stuff on your packaging.
It's H-E-B's brand. It says gluten free on it, and I'm like, it goddamn better be.
It's
Can you order a side of gluten?
no.
Like if you like, hey bro, take the gluten off and just give me the gluten. You keep the bacon.
You could
Just
order
give me
some
the
gluten wheat. Yeah.
But gluten itself, it's just a molecule, right? Like a chemical compound, right?
I'm
Gluten,
fucking about
I
that.
guess. I don't know. It's like a sugar.
I know about dicks.
I mean,
and stuff,
like a
not
sugar.
science.
That's
It's like
I'm
a
pretty
sugar.
yeah,
sure
no, I mean like a sugar, and it's not a sugar.
I think
anyway,
it breaks
that's
down like a glycose, like a glucose
Bro,
or a sugar.
I understood about 6
Doesn't
of the
it
words. in the
sound like
last-
a gelatin like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
It
like you
sounds
could-
like it wiggles.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody would make a weird salad out of it at
Yeah.
a white person party.
You know, it seems like we don't really know much about food
Well, at
between
all.
The four of us.
And
But we're just stumbling through this
Yeah.
conversation.
You don't want to introduce food conspiracies.
No, I said
Which-
do it improved.
Who brought up organic?
Oh,
Thought it was still him.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. No, I wasn't tripping.
If I said enough conviction, you'd drop it.
See, and here we are.
I'm your lover, not your child.
Dropped. Gluten is
No.
just flour, they say. I don't know. It's a protein molecule. Yeah, that's close. Like a sugar.
Mine's the marketing thing,
Uh-huh.
as seen on TV.
They still peddling
They
that?
still do as seen on TV, and that's not even a.
How?
There's like a
Well,
whole aisle at Walmart that's
you-
as
yeah.
seen on TV.
Hang on, no. That's Shark Tank people. Are they
100%.
as seen it as they are they just taking the Shark Tank stuff and saying as seen on TV
Oh,
because
no,
you're
'cause-
familiar with it?
that will say as seen on Shark Tank, and there's a lot of people that have been getting busted lying about that shit.
As seen on
Really?
Shark Tank.
Yeah, they
Okay.
try to use it. If you watch Shark Tank now, they have like little interstitials where they're like, "Hey, man, if it says it's been seen on here and you haven't seen, like, they're like, basically, it's very easy to look up and see if they
Yeah.
If it's been on.
people
That
are
seems
just
like a dumb thing to lie about. Like, oh, I was on a fucking,
I don't
No,
know. The
it
right
I was
works
in the
on
Super Bowl
stupid
show.
people.
Did you see me?
You hear somebody comes up with a really stupid idea, but you don't think it's stupid right off the bat. It's just how many times have you watched Shark Tank and somebody comes out and you're kind of with them for a minute until they break it down, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is the dumbest idea I ever heard, right?
Okay.
Well, imagine if you didn't have the sharks. You just had a split-second decision. You're in a store, seen on Shark Tank. Oh, this is a great idea. Before you're still in dumb mode because you hadn't been said. Nobody smart has said anything. You're all the way to the register with it. You're not Googling shit. Was this really seen?
I feel like,
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck if it's seen on there. Did any of them buy it?
True. Yeah.
And how many times have you been?
Like, I bought
introed
some of
as-
those tree protector things because they all bought that fucking product and it was
That's-
pretty goddamn good. It
My
worked.
thing is the ass is like seen where on TV.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Was it in
Spike.
was it in the was it in the trash on Abbott Elementary? Like that's my product right there. It's like, what is as seen on TV? That's too vague.
those late night infomercials.
Yeah.
It's like how many times, how many motherfuckers do you know who got Last Comic Standing credits because they were standing in the line?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's the same level of
Oh,
bullshit.
I used it for 2003 and 4. I
was in
100%. I was in line, background. Pre-credit.
I made the show for 2 seconds, so I used the fuck out of it.
See?
Not in line, on stage.
Hey, show off. That's
Okay.
I didn't make it. Ralphie got me the spot.
I was told thank you. I was like, yeah. Okay,
yeah, I got
that's-
30 seconds into that audition, and that was They were like, "Well, can we get you in the confessional?" I was like, "Not if we're gonna talk about what just happened." That's absolutely not.
Isn't it such a weird thing though to like stand there? Like when I went and did it in Tempe, I went on stage and there's two dudes in this 400 fucking seat theater sitting halfway back, and Ralphie's sitting beside them eating Cheetos. And I just got to do 3 minutes for them real quick, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's a fucking terrible feeling. It's
Yeah.
not.
Monkey
Ugh.
went up and did it, and they gave him the old, oh, thank you. And then they sent him to the confessional, and I was standing right there. I'm like, I want to see this because I know if he's not getting on, he's just going to fucking blast him. So he just sits there with an unlit cigarette, and he goes, you know, there's a very, very famous video out called 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I was just the cup. Thank you. And he just walked away.
I was just the cup. Ooh, man.
That's an honest assessment of how those auditions go.
If I could ask, because you just jogged a memory. Where were y'all at in life when that dropped?
Oh, the
2
first.
Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh, I thought you meant last comic.
No,
I
Still never seen it.
never watched the whole video.
Still never
Never
seen
watched
it.
the.
The second
watched
that
the whole
cup
video.
got up to the butt, I was like, yeah,
Y'all,
that's not-
y'all, okay. So
I will. There was no need to. There was, by the time I heard about it, I had heard there was nothing. I mean, what could you possibly show me that you didn't just explain to me?
bruh.
I'm sure you could, but
Bruh,
I don't.
I was
Tell me. I need you to
in-
tell me why I would want to see that.
No, it ain't
Yeah.
even the why. I was in 9th grade, and we.
That's a little
I
premature.
never forget this. I'm at a basketball game. We're in high school. We at the game. This is like sort of people. How you say viewing videos on the phone. This is the first time we kind of
Right.
Man, they start or somebody. I think somebody actually had it downloaded or something. They start passing the smug around, and they're playing with the poop and this. Man, the reaction that we was making, it matched the game. Cause we all like, oh, and somebody had just dunked on somebody, but that ain't why we owe it. We owe it because this lady got feces, and it was
If it makes you feel any better, it was ice cream.
and then
Yeah,
you
I
find
heard
out
the
Because
Like,
that dude got wildly famous. He
I
made
don't
all
know
kind
that
of
that
shocking
makes it better.
shit like that.
What's the what
got
what
wildly
were his
famous.
what were his follow ups?
I just know he made a shit ton of money off of it.
Okay, a lot of money I will believe. Wildly famous.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I was
I'm gonna
like-
pull the
Well,
red
I'm
cord.
sorry, in
Is
the
this
porn
ski?
industry because he went on to do other
Yeah,
stuff
he did.
and like ended up with his own
In
studio
porn?
and everything. Yeah.
Wait, what else did it? What do you? How? What did, after such a performance as that? What do you go on to do?
you finna pull up.
What is your?
That
video, I'll pull up what
that
happened to him.
video was actually made. He was like, basically, he had made a film the year before that really wasn't all that crazy or whatever.
Are you lying right to my
This
face?
is-
You making this up
but-
as we go along?
No. I'm gonna read about it anyway. So the AVN or whoever came in were like, "Oh, this video's no good. We don't want it in part of our whatever."
Right.
So then he made that flick as like a big fuck you to the industry and like, well, let's just see what you're gonna regulate.
Okay, so here's my question: Was did he invent the genre? I'm a little
Ooh.
rusty
Oh no,
on the.
I don't think he invented scatology.
Right. So what made him tip? I guess is my
Why
question.
you look at me like I got something to do with it?
Well, you know a lot of
Scatology.
sex
My-
stuff. So I just
Hold on. Let's
Go
ahead.
You getting closer to him isn't going to make this better.
No, you have a very
just.
deep knowledge about sexuality and all the things that
I
go
feel
along
you on
with
that.
it.
You
Okay.
right. but
He's
you-
heard
trying
a
to be
lot of
ugly.
people have sex in the rooms he's lived in.
There you go. And guess what never came up? I apologize for the
That's
spit.
bro. I saw a
Nothing
rainbow.
That ever
And
came.
that got me right
Apologize.
there.
No Cleveland steamers in
Wasn't
the hotel
nobody,
room.
wasn't nobody doing none of
Of course
that.
not. So what did he do that made this so special and viral, if you will?
Oh, I don't know that.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Is I'm curious as to why certain things catch on.
It's how everything
Is
catches
it because
on.
his was better shot than most of?
I think,
What was
I
already
think it was
out?
probably something along those
Oh,
lines
that's so
because it's pretty
funny.
well produced. But I think it was also the
The
first,
girls
it
looked a
was
little more
kinda-
into it because they knew it was fake.
Yeah, and it was also that age of the internet where people were doing the scare you videos and stuff like that.
Was this Blair Witch
2007.
Project?
And
oh,
I
this
think
is later.
people were like,
Bruh,
Show this to your buddy and see how he reacts.
It looks like porn for a sec. Okay.
Because everybody's like, blah, you know. Go ahead, Sam.
Two Girls, One Cup is the unofficial nickname of the trailer for Hungry Bitches.
Wait, the trailer for.
Yes.
And then the full
Hungry bitches.
Yeah, the movie is called Hungry Bitches, a 2007 Brazilian scat fetish
Lord of
pornographic
Christ.
film produced by MFX Media.
so famous.
Wait.
Beat up, bop, but up.
Skilly up, bop.
As I can scan about 3 syllables. I'm gonna start doing Hanson here in a second, and I'm gonna need to.
Wait, what happened to him, Sam?
Bob, shit on my chest.
He ended up making money.
Making that bread?
Yep, and then pornographer Marco Antonio Florito
That's
unsuccessfully argued in a criminal court proceeding that the excrement was actually chocolate ice cream.
He didn't pull the Larry Flint in this mug.
Okay, but what is? I need someone to explain to me how this dude what the success story is here.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm waiting to see.
So
Where's
far,
the-
I'm just down to
This
this
is
dude
a-
bought a lot of ice cream and got a Wikipedia page, and I got that.
It's a weird biopic. Like, okay, when he gonna make it?
Right? Is there a post-credit scene? How does this work? Where does he? You're deep into the wiki. How long is this dude's Wikipedia page?
The authorities in the United States have branded some of his films as obscene and filed charges against Danilo Croce, a Brazilian lawyer living in Florida. And then
He didn't invent this.
He went on to say, he was like, in his declaration, he stated, I would have stopped because the money is not the main reason I make these films.
Oh my God, I'm an
It's
artist.
about the art.
I have already made
I'm a
movies.
shirtist.
I think we leave it there. I think we just. That's the end.
Out of here,
Ta-da.
dog.
How did we stay on that for
That
so
is
long?
wild to me.
Other phrases in marketing you guys don't like, huh?
I feel
Out
like that
with it.
started nice enough and it got to Trey and everything went to hell.
Oh God, it's ridiculous.
That's not going to be the episode title either.
No,
just
please
get your-
don't.
let-
It
not-
wasn't even your fault. Rob Mungle technically derailed that episode.
Oh, that's right. Y'all brought up
From
last
the
comment,
grave.
man.
Wait. No.
We're kidding. He's getting cremated.
That's
No.
all right. Where do y'all want to go next? There are things on the list, and we will shift out of however we got
We will
there.
get out of.
Let me get this truck out of the
Last comic
excuse the
standing.
metaphor mud. We will to another question. You guys pose questions today, and we will address the questions before we get into the
Yes,
stories in the
there we
next
go.
episode.
Yeah,
all
That's
right,
it's
all
a
right.
fair way to do it.
This is beautiful.
Trey, earlier you asked a simple question about the worst pair of shoes.
Yeah, this is a thought I had. You know what I mean? What is the worst, if you could think of the worst pair of shoes you've ever owned?
Man,
Because
this
that's like it's so much attached to those terrible pair of shoes. There's a story. When you own a bad pair, it's usually from, like worst pair of shoes I probably ever owned. Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
I just wanted to pose a question to it. Anybody else Reebok Pump It?
Oh yeah, a Reebok pump.
Oh, y'all have okay.
I totally Reebok
Those are
pump.
the worst pair of shoes ever
No,
made.
no, 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 no,
Those
no,
are so
no.
fucking
Those are the worst pair ever made.
The worst campaign. The ad.
They were bad, but the Converse that became boots,
That was gonna be my answer. I was walking around in hooker boots,
bro. Those were, bro. You would have to. It would take you 6 days to unlace those boots. You could. You better not get anything in your shoe.
What
you
color
are
were yours?
They were turquoise with the yellow on the inside, bro.
Bright orange, tennis ball yellow on the inside when you
Oh,
fold
yeah.
it down. That's
Yeah.
exactly the answer I was gonna go with.
Completely.
I'm running around in little shorts with these fucking chucks over my calf,
Yeah.
not realizing that I look like a fucking streetwalker.
Oh, 100%. The skirt is what probably did it, but
It didn't help.
it was a performing arts high
For the
school.
fucking tank top and the skirt.
I had those. I remember I had a pair of kangaroos
Okay.
And I remember I couldn't
Ruse.
get. I had a quarter that got stuck in
Couldn't get that out.
and I couldn't get my little dumb kid fingers couldn't. And that quarter was so important to me. And real talk, fuck those shoes. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Bruh.
that was
What
my
was
quarter, and I'm not certain I ever got that quarter back.
What was it that had the interchangeable dumb colored piece
Capers,
of capers?
capers.
The dumb fucking piece of plastic. And
Oh,
we fight over them.
Blue today, triangles. You're not old enough to have bad shoes.
Okay, look. Hey, look.
I just have all
this
the
is a
Payless
question.
Pro Wing versions of those shoes.
I feel
You
like
go
you
to
were wearing.
pump it up and it blows a leak. And it's,
I feel like you were wearing work
You
boots
got one
to
set
elementary
and
school.
everything.
I feel like
Yeah, what are you?
my worst pair of shoes.
My worst pair of steel toes.
It's, I bought these Skechers dress shoes that I thought they were really cool. Not dress shoes, sorry. They were, remember when everybody got real popular with the bowling shoes? The bowling
yes.
looking. You know what I'm talking about?
he called them dress shoes.
I did call them dress
He
shoes,
called them
sorry.
dress shoes.
Wait, they ain't. Wait, hold up.
They were- sorry. They're not dress
Boy,
shoes.
you think I damn near lost a lung.
So
Go back.
there came a time
Black asthma.
when these leather bowling shoe looking shoes got really popular.
Yep.
You remember them? They were like waxed leather and they were supposed to crack and
It's what-
age and look
it's what
cool.
Dress shoes.
What you wore when you had a premium bling?
Yeah. Trey, fuck you.
My bowling shoes and my bowling shirt.
Dress shoes.
Somebody give me a sitcom.
They not flip flops or tennis shoes.
Or work boots.
When you said made by Skechers, I was just picturing some shape up dress shoes.
Oh, with the rockers?
Bro, what are you doing? You getting steps in service?
Bro,
No, go ahead.
that's why
No,
those
these
Pentecostals
were
look
just-
so possessed.
These were just those bowling shoes, but goddamn, every time I put them on, they were so uncomfortable, and I would
You was-
slide all over the fucking. They had the oil resistant sole, but for whatever reason, like if you're in a hotel walking on that hotel carpet.
It's like you were bowling.
Yeah, yes, it was like wearing goddamn bowling shoes,
And you was
and they were
grown?
so cool looking, and I paid a bunch of money for them at Journeys, like money that I didn't pay. For shoes. Look, I ain't buying no $70 shoes back in the day. Okay,
Right.
$70 shoes, that's fucking.
The price, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, y'all, this is.
I still got them hoes in my closet because
What
I'm
are
too
you
mad
doing?
to throw them away.
Did you buy these 3 years ago? Or something like that?
No, this is like a decade ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
just kept them.
I still got them. Every once in a while, I try to wear them to something, and I'm pissed off
And you
the whole
sliding
night.
all over the place. You cha-chaing for no reason. Trying to stay up in this. Cha-cha,
I look like Ice Cube trying to remember how to crip walk.
Yeah.
Slide to the left.
Oh, wow.
Elbows out, fucking knees in.
Little kid be like, he coming this way. He coming this way.
Clear the hallway. I'm
Wait a
listing
minute,
left.
wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
look like 6 people trying to move a cake.
So,
But I'm so mad about spending that money on them shoes. Every once in a while, I put them back on.
Bro, that's like $20 a year at this point.
Jay, you gotta throw them shoes
I'm
away.
coming. Let's throw them in the bayou. Let's give them to a homeless person you don't like.
Oh, well,
What was you wearing them
that'd be
to?
funny. Just homeless.
They
dude
gotta go on a
falling
power
down
line,
there.
bro. They gotta go on a power line. We gotta fucking tie them together and put them up.
What was you wearing them to?
Just like
Home Depot.
dates and
Weddings.
shit like that and stuff.
Home Depot makes it funny because there's those concrete floors.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine anybody beating you up for wearing those shoes worse than a bunch of yous.
He's going down a plumbing aisle. Close off.
That little gate. Click, 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 click.
Oh, that's wild,
Bro, everybody in there got a big wrench, too.
People follow you around the store with that yellow caution sign. Just like, you ain't finna get no lawsuit today. Every hour here, Jerry.
You
No,
ain't getting no money off us.
That ain't Home Depot. That ain't how we do. You better take your ass to Lowe's if you want a lawsuit.
Clip off that aisle.
Fuck, that's funny.
Go back. You gotta throw these shoes away. You gotta throw
Your
these
shoes
away.
did this. This is your shoes' fault.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
shoes
Oh.
gotta go, bro.
I got a migraine so bad, but you said that you said you were wearing these on dates.
Yeah, yeah. Like date night and shit. You want to look nice? Look, most of the time I wear work clothes. That's what it's my comfortable aesthetic.
Trey, you act like
Most
everybody.
of the time I look like an unemployed mechanic, and I'm okay with that. That's
Yeah,
my aesthetic.
that's your look. I
and
got
now
you.
ask him how many times he's been robbed.
I
Very
don't even
few
know
times.
how this even got to that point.
I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. He ain't. He gonna slide away from the goddamn.
But when me and my wife go out on the town, I try to.
You over here throwing rocks at him for how he dressed. You
No,
dress
I'm
up,
not.
you get robbed once a week.
I'm not. We just talking about shoes.
That's all.
I ain't saying nothing about the rest of
I
Jerry
just worried
clothes.
about like dates and concerts. Shit
Yeah,
like that.
y'all had capers or whatever. You know what I mean?
all the bad
whatever
stuff.
y'all had.
Quite honestly, it's a miracle we got out of that
Did you ever
Converse
have-
conversation so easily.
Did you ever have cheetahs? Remember
I remember
cheetahs when we were
cheetahs, yeah.
real little?
They
Cheetahs?
sold those
Yeah,
at
they had a
Payless.
commercial made it look like you could run faster if you put them cheetahs on.
No, I know there was a ad that used to come, the magazine Sky Mall that was in the airplanes
yes.
for so long.
Okay.
Might even still be there. They used to sell a shoe that had the logo on it. I'm gonna look this up. Looked just like a sperm. It was like it was like I think it was
I know
supposed to
what
be
you're
a
talking about.
tadpole or something, but
Yeah.
it was like if you bought these shoes, you straight just had sperm on the side of your shoe, and it was flagrantly advertised. They didn't call them sperm shoes; they called them like something
else. Yeah.
I will find this, but it was, dude, it was such an
What they
uncomfortable.
call seeds.
It-
The Jizz Force ones.
Skeets. It was skeets.
That's
no.
where you bought them, just for skeet.
Just for ski.
This is certainly gonna ruin my search history, but
Oh Lord.
Yeah, this is going.
Yeah, I'm
Sperm
not
looking
making-
shoes.
I'm not making this up. The Gravity Defier. Yes, the Gravity Defier shoe. The symbols. This from Business Insider. I just looked this up.
No, you got yeah.
The symbols used on the sides of athletic shoes often become iconic symbols in culture. The Nike swoosh, blah blah blah. Now there's a company hoping that sperm will be the. I did not make this up. Really, that is sperm.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, it's red. You should see a doctor.
Gra-
That's fucked.
Gravity Defiers. It's actually representing new life. They're not embarrassed by it. Okay, I thought it was a tadpole that they just had a bad designer.
That's a post vasectomy sperm right there.
It's a very.
Bro.
All right, I wasn't making that up.
I was always my dad didn't play. I was always pretty fashionable as a kid. I was always pretty, but every now and again, my mom zero taste. My mom none at all, and
With herself or with dressing y'all?
just dressing like my mom.
She doesn't have style for herself.
floral. You know what I'm saying? If my mom's a flower person, and she'll tell you, if my dad really gave her, some game on dressing. So if she was picking,
Or your grandmother's closet.
or wherever it came from. So man, so she would pick. My mom had bought me these. I don't even know what these were. My dad used to call them. He used to call them rock climbing sandals, which that's not even a thing, bro.
So,
but
Tivas.
But bro, these
Birkenstock?
things, these ain't even. This is the thing. I can't even tell you the store they got them from.
Rock climbing
It
sandals.
was like you know
Were
what I
they
mean?
closed-toed?
Like an Indonesian kid made these in a garage or something. Like it was like they were these black sandals, and they were terrible. They just kept coming unstrapped. And it was the worst shoe I ever had. Like sometimes if I'm you running as a kid, the foot like the part where in the front of that part will come unstrapped. Now you dragging the sandal. Now you dragging.
Oh,
the
because
sandal. Yeah.
you had those were Tivas, bro. They had the
they go
strap
around
that
the
went
ankle.
there,
Around the
and then
ankle.
the strap that
Yeah.
went over the front.
Okay, boom. It
Yeah.
come worst shoe ever.
You ever have your parents buy you a pair of shoes that you fucking hated, and they were just like, yeah, what? And you ever fuck them up on purpose? Just be like, oh yeah, it's time for some new shoes, and they knew it every time. Like you did that on purpose.
Mine were some corduroy pants my mom bought, and she wanted me to wear to church. And boy, I fucked them
Golly.
corduroy
Jerry,
pants.
that
as fast as I
Refraining.
could.
Sound
Oh,
like-
this was the
I
early
know the
80s.
80s.
Yeah.
Everybody, I had a pair. I was sounding like sound waves and stuff. I was in there. Yeah, I had that. Had a corduroy outfit.
I hated them They were pale blue corduroy pants, and I couldn't wait to fuck them
And
up.
that's the thing. Your parents would put young boys in corduroy pants, send them out to go play, and then when you come home, they got the guts to tell you stink. Like you turned me into a fucking sweat factory and
These
gave me
things-
a football and said, "Go outside."
Do not breathe.
Bro.
Yes.
My mom about cried when I came in. They had mud splashed all up on them. Oh, you ruined your best
How do they-
pants. And I was like, oh.
How do they make corduroy?
Carpet.
But how do you make that? Like, what's the process of the weaving or the? Anybody want to tell me how you
You don't
make?
know how to tell us how to make carpet?
Well, not corduroy. I just assumed it had cords in it.
We said carpet.
No idea.
Wait a second.
Wow. That's a strong.
Who's Roy?
Right. Idiot who made it.
You could have him.
Roy's the guy that wrapped the cords.
Cord of Roy. That's
Cord of
Cord
Roy.
of Roy. That's the. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I just assumed they were like little cords in there, those little strips or whatever, you know.
I guess.
So do they do that, and then somebody in the chat's gonna
Well, I told you I assumed. I had
thick
no
cotton
clue.
is what they say. That's all right. We don't know.
It's gotta be, but it's that line.
No,
it's
you
the
can't
line.
even set them bitches on fire. There's more than cotton in them.
Are they have
Okay.
they're flame retarded?
On accident.
Like they just have they're hard to get
I
through
don't
in
know.
general.
I'm a good friction builder.
You're like, I know the melting point of this fucking substance.
That is
I know
so
when a pair of
wild.
Wranglers come apart.
I had a whole unit. I had a whole burgundy corduroy, the shirt and the.
That's
and
why
the,
mine was the vest.
Yeah.
and the
You
everything.
had the. Okay, so I just
Yeah.
had the shirt tie. You had the vest and everything.
Yeah.
You had the Napoleon.
The cummerbund.
Dynamite
With a little
joint. Yeah.
sweater under it and the pop
Man.
out collar.
And nobody called CPS one time.
Boy.
Not at all. If you dressed a child like that today, you'd lose it.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Man,
you're done.
The only way to dress a kid like that, they gotta be real small, and you dressing them vintage on purpose.
For
Yeah.
They
picture
like
day.
2 years old, and it's just
You better hand that kid a stack of newspapers.
yeah. You making them. You gotta make them look like it gotta be look, but you don't send a
at
9-year-old.
Walmart getting the film studio pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
the
son,
only
we
place
want
you
to
can
build
get
some
away
character.
with dressing kids that terrible is church, because everybody's
100%.
doing it.
100%. You could dress a kid
Yeah,
wild at
you're
church.
already fucking them up.
Yeah. You could dress them.
There's
wild.
other issues.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a
He'll
but
be more apt to receive this fucking brain program if he's
Well, actually, I
fidgeting with
mean,
his clothes.
Corduroy pants.
Look,
That's
you-
they need to come back.
I don't think any priest is trying to fuck a kid in corduroy pants, so it might be a good defense mechanism. You know what I mean?
Right? They're
Oh, 'cause
loud.
they not soundproof.
I don't know. Some kids still got fucked at my church.
That's why you and Trey sit on that side of the table.
Well, the
This is-
Pentecostal preachers go after the girl, at least.
Oh wow!
I can't believe we're laughing at that.
I'm sorry. I thought he brought it. I thought it was a corduroy condom. I had no idea.
I assume everything's a punchline until we get serious.
Yeah,
That's the. It's not my fault for laughing where it should go.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I was like, oh, all right. Yeah. It's like,
People got molested.
all right.
Yeah, that's on me. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, if y'all aren't aware, that's what happens in churches. So
they
I didn't
say
know y'all was gonna take it there.
Church I went to, like there was rumor about pastor with other dudes' wives, but none of kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that missed my church.
we had one. We had a youth pastor knock up a girl on the Bible quiz team.
It's
And
Bible
did the-
quiz.
BD Comedy in the chat says they're looking at Jerry's preacher bit in a whole new light right now.
Look away.
All right, we should. Is there anything else we need to get to on this episode? Otherwise, we should probably kill it and do the other one. We got stuff planned. The people in the
2nd.
April 2nd, you need to meet us at Dukes and Humble. You also need to go follow our YouTube page. Like right now, you're literally on it
And
this
subscribe.
moment. Just click the little subby button and subscribe to it, and then that lets you know that we're Jerry's kicking ass right now, and we're trying to catch him. So do that. Follow us. We have shows, places to see us. Special thanks to Hilla Felice for stepping in back of house. Another episode for you folks watching live. Brand new intro and outro courtesy of Chuck Savage. That is very cool music from his song. What is it called? Those Pentecosts? I think that's the like the
Those.
Pentecost. What's the name of the damn song? He sent it to me, and I'll lose it.
Corduroy children.
Those
From the
Pentecosts.
Pentecost.
The name of the song, Chuck Savage. Those of you wondering, the instrumental in the intro, and of course some lyrics in the outro. You'll be able to hear that song in its entirety. We'll give it
Oh,
to
it's
you.
really called that?
Yes, Those
Oh,
Pentecosts.
I thought you were joking around. I didn't know.
No. And if you listen to the entire song, he gets to it. But anyway, you'll hear it in the outro a little bit. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys on another episode soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times. I believe in good music, loud guitars, cold